There's been a violent arrest in Yulee following a suspected road rage incident involving a gun. 28-year-old McLeod is now facing 10 criminal charges after Nassau County investigators say he pulled a gun on a driver and then led deputies on a brief foot chase across a busy highway. News4Jax reporter Eric Avani is joining us live with more details on what happened and more disturbing details about the suspect, Eric.
McLeod does not have a documented history of road rage. However, he is no stranger to gun violence. In fact, just 3 years ago, he was released from prison after serving time for manslaughter.
Nassau County investigators say a woman was driving along I-95 when 28-year-old McLeod of Linden, North Carolina, first cut her off in traffic. Then they say he pulled up next to her, pointed a gun in her direction, and verbally threatened to shoot her. Moments later, he got off the interstate and pulled into this BP gas station in Florida Information Center. Little did he know, 911 dispatch had received a phone call about what happened, along with a description of him and his vehicle. An Information Center employee who asked to remain anonymous says McLeod walked into the building and had a calm demeanor.
Ordered his pizza, like he even talked to the boys over there in Pizza Hut.
She says after he left the building and returned to his car, deputies pulled up and prevented him from driving off. McLeod was ordered to get out of the vehicle.
He wouldn't get out the car, and then two of the police officers dragged him out the car, and they slammed him on the ground. Then they tased him.
After deputies finally got McLeod in handcuffs, he reportedly escaped as he was being placed into a patrol unit. The witness says he led the deputies on a brief foot chase across westbound State Road 200. He was recaptured after falling in the median. The witness noticed McLeod had a bag attached to his body.
It was either like wrapped around his waist or it was somehow he had it on him.
When deputies searched the bag, they found 2 loaded handguns and marijuana. One of the guns was reported stolen in Ocala. Then, when they searched his car, they found a 3rd loaded gun in the passenger seat. According to deputies, all 3 guns were within reach for him to use at any time. McLeod is banned from possessing a firearm because he is a convicted felon who was released from a North Carolina prison 3 years ago. In 2017, he was one of 3 suspects charged with murder following a drug deal that turned into a deadly armed robbery. But he testified against the other 2 co-defendants. In exchange for his testimony, he was convicted of voluntary manslaughter and armed robbery.
McLeod is now facing charges of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, 3 counts of illegally possessing a firearm by a convicted felon, and 3 counts of concealing a gun, along with other charges associated with his interaction with the Nassau County Sheriff deputies. Reporting live, Eric Avani, Channel 4, the local station.